Naked author, Jason, William, Galbraith, Stuart, Bruce, no Mitchiner. All of my DNA I did is unbelievable. It's utilizing all the 21st century technology, and I could show, it all started with me just finding out my maternal side, I'm a Galbraith, and everybody in Scotland said, no, we gotta look at your paternal side, and if you see my posts, you can see who my paternal ancestor is. I need to get that validated. It's the biggest thing to ever happen to me in my life. I had no idea or way for me to ever know I have this kind of lineage and who I'm descended from at the House of Normandy, or from the House of Normandy, is unbelievable. It's all DNA now with 21st century technology. They can show your whole lineage, who you descend from, how you descend from it. It's an amazing story. Finding out like I have all this royalty and stuff in me. When I found out I have Robert II, the grandson of Robert the Bruce, his specific DNA in me, I was confronted by a lot of snooty Stuarts. And a lot of people, they don't want you in there. I mean, I'm just finding out who I am, and it's one of the most incredible lineages ever, and I'm sure it's going to ruffle a lot of kilts in Scotland, but it is what it is, and it should be really celebrated that I did discover this and didn't just die. But there's a snootiness that Scotland and the UK does have. Matthew McConaughey really covers this well. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but you should definitely see it. It's really funny. And it just goes about like how snooty like royalty in the UK is. So I am what I am. I was born in the US. I have all Norman, Scott ancestry and some of the greatest royalty and everything in my DNA. And it's not, you can't fake DNA. It is what it is. I'm as shocked and surprised as everybody, but I am definitely embracing it, and it's amazing. But you have to see how snooty they are there. So, bro, it's gnarly.
Come over with their friends, and they were all also posh to smoke a cigarette, yes. And I remember this one kid flicking the ash. There's an ashtray right down the table, boom, on the carpet. And I was like, dude. And without even saying, it's like, no, man, it's more posh. I'm posturing. It's cooler to go. I can drop my ash on your $550,000 Persian rug than it is to put it in an ashtray. And I was like, well, that one I think y'all went overboard. I think you went out of bounds.
Yeah, there's definitely like a snootiness and the way they carry themselves if they're royalty, because they've always known their royalty. They've been told how great they are. They have castles and all that type of cool stuff. I just found out who I am, and I found out I have Galbraith and my Hamilton on my paternal side. The Hamiltons of Cadzow that are all like super royalty. All of my ancestry, it's all intermarriage. I mean, everybody. My Bruces marry Bruces, and Stuarts marry Stuarts, and I have so much ancestry on both sides of my maternal and paternal. I mean, when I saw all of my ancestry just comes from ancient Wales, Scotland, Alba, and England, and Normandy, I had a pretty good idea that it was going to be something pretty amazing, especially when I found out on my maternal side, Galbraith, and it's a total unbroken chain. Galbraith means foreign Britain, stranger Britain. It's directly to the kingdom of Strathclyde in Cumbria, and amazing times, everything I'm writing in my book. And that's just so funny that Matthew McConaughey really just like captured that snootiness that they have. But it's also, there's another funny thing that you got to check out, that guy Harrison Ford, Han Solo from Star Wars. He's not even Scottish at all. It's so funny. He's Irish, German on his dad's side. His mom's side's Jewish, Russian. And he's going to Scotland and started his whiskey company. That's what I was going to do. Maybe a wine. I don't know. Something like that if I ever made it big. But this is funny shit, dude. Not Scottish at all. Funny Harrison Ford going on it. He's talking about...
Hey, Darren. Can you hear me? It's Harrison. I'm going to Scotland.
Okay, how come?
I was meditating.
You meditate?
There's a lot about me you don't know. So, I saw it. A castle.
Ah,
I
castle.
lived in a castle. And there's this warm fire and a cozy chair. And it was nice. So that's it. I'm going to Scotland. But I'm not doing all that action and shit that they want. But I will sit by the fire and drink amazing, smooth,
I know, I'm giving him an ad.
lemon orange,
Yeah, I know.
single malt
It's
whiskey.
an ad, blah, blah, blah.
Relaxed, happy,
Great.
the real me.
Mm-hmm. What is the real you?
A ray of sunshine.
Harrison, the real you is grumpy.
I'm not grumpy. Make some calls. Give me a castle.
Bro, make some calls. Give me a castle. I have a castle. Bardowie Castle. It's my ancestral castle, Galbraith. And on my paternal side, Hamiltons of Cadzo. And the 1% of the rich, they own almost all the land in Scotland. And almost all the castles are owned by non-Scottish ancestry, non-Scottish people. And that's a shame. It's really sad. You know who buys a lot of the castles? Nicolas Cage. He's got massive money. It buys like whatever fucking castle he wants. I have no money, but my ancestry, my paternal lineage is untouched by nobody. It goes from the House of Normandy, and I bet you know the Viking I can prove that I'm descended from, and it's by these key 21st century snippets, your DNA. They can show downstream exactly like your lineage. So my lineage is unbelievable. I can't believe it. It's a dream come true. You saw how snooty they are though, the UK. I'm born, American born, Norman, Scot, ancestry, descent, heritage. And so this should be fun though, Scotland. Like, I'm not gonna change anything about me. And obviously Scotland, Alba has been, here since ever. So anyway, let's see how this all goes. It should be fun. I'm going to Scotland, England, Wales, and Netherlands, and Iceland, and Scandinavia this year to get in touch with all of my ancestors. But definitely working on my book and adding a lot more depth into it and connecting, my book over 20 years of finding out who I am and staying alive using 21st century technology. How close I came from death, running my marathon with AFib is unreal. Coming back from cancer is unreal. So I'm just going to enjoy and try to stay alive as long as possible. In Scotland, my lineage is unbelievable, and I needed it validated by the two dudes that tried to come after me, and now don't you guys look foolish. Dr. Bruce and Alasdair at the University of Strathclyde validate my direct paternal lineage. Robert the Bruce is my anchor, my iron, where everything before the House of Normandy and everything after the Stuarts of Bute that I'm all descended from. All right, cheers. I hope you have a good time and everything, watching me go to Scotland soon in the future. And let's just see how this goes, because everybody knows me. I'm not aggressive, I'm just spirited. Cheers.